Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Stephanie from Lumeria Star, and today we are going to take a look at this brand new journal called the Sacred Cycles Journal. So this is by Jill Pyle, M. Dewey, and Sydney Bachert. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But these are the same authors and creators of the Sacred Cycles Oracle deck. This deck did come to me in a Goddess Provisions box, and I know it's not for everyone, but I actually really love it. It's really great for journaling, and in my opinion, I'm someone right now who is kind of doing some work on kind of like healing some of my wounded feminine and kind of stepping into that feminine power and healthy feminine energy. So this deck has been really awesome, and I have their new journal that I wanted to kind of just explore with you guys. So let's just take a look at it now. So it is really nice and smooth to the touch. It's kind of like that soft touch matte. And let's see, how many pages are in here? We have got roughly 115. So we're just gonna take a look at it. I have my cards just in case. I really didn't get a chance to look at this yet. And I thought this was the perfect time to do this. Last night was June. So we are in, as I'm filming this, we are in June of 2022. Last night was June's super moon. I don't know if you all got to see it. It was gorgeous. It was so big and bright and juicy in the sky. And what's really funny, so this is a TMI, so giving you warning now, but TMI is, it's so awesome that with the supermoon last night, it literally brought on my period 5 days early. And I am a person who gets their menstrual cycle pretty on schedule every month, every 28, 29 days. So this came early at 25, and I love that I am currently synced with the full moon. So just sorry that I love it, and sorry if that doesn't interest you, but I figured we are talking about sacred cycles. So what better chance? If you're watching this video, it probably means that doesn't weird you out. So anyway, currently psyched with the full moon, the full super moon, and I'm pretty pumped about that. I'm feeling extra powerful and extra potent, and yeah, so I thought that was good energy for this video. All right, so let's just take a look at this, the Sacred Cycles Journal. So you can kind of put your name in the beginning. So I do want to say that the deck, a lot of it does have to do for the menstruation cycle. So if you're a person who menstruates, you can use it as such, but you don't have to. So if you're a person who doesn't menstruate, or you just don't have any interest in that, Sacred Cycles is all about just cyclical living in general. So seasons, the cyclical moon cycles, and things like that. So you can do that as well. So this is not just meant for menstruating people. So I just want to kind of let you know with that one. So I love this artwork. It's so earthy and beautiful. We have a little welcome here. I'm not going to read everything, but this is just kind of a preview. So cycle tracking guide, which I have been doing recently. I haven't, again, TMI, but you're here. You're already watching a video on sacred cycles. So this is the last TMI I'm giving, or warning, but I haven't been on any type of hormonal birth control in years. It just never worked for my body. I didn't like it. So I've pretty much been tracking a natural cycle for, oh my gosh, over 10 years. But probably in the past maybe 2 or 3, I've been really interested in what that means for my body, what that means for like my energy levels, and what I can do better, or maybe where I can like lean into whatever is like best suited for me at the moment. So this journal is kind of perfect for where I am. So we've got a little bit of the moon, the menstruation, and seasons in regards to cycles. So I'm kind of here with the super moon. Love that. So a little bit on how to get started, the 4 phases of wisdom. So this kind of gives, if you're someone who's interested in specifically either menstrual cycles, moon cycles, or even seasonal cycles, this is great. So we've got the menstrual phase, and that's correlated with new moons and winter. So we've got some keywords. We've got a little bit about what that means with your hormones and a moon magic ritual, a mantra for winter. Beautiful. And then we've got the next phase, follicular phase, which is the waxing moon and springtime. Same information with a mantra. So this goes into the 4 phases. Beautiful. And then some lunar wisdom. Oh, interesting. So bleeding, what it means if you're bleeding or in the menstrual phase during which moon phase. So I was in the red moon cycle, bleeding with the full moon. So I didn't even know that was a thing. So that's really interesting. I actually really want to read about that later, and maybe I'll journal on it. So that's kind of where I personally am right now, which is pretty cool. And it does change every month, like I said, because I'm not on any type of like hormonal birth control. So my cycle is natural rhythms. Okay, so we have bleeding rituals. So honor your bleeding. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to do these, but this is really interesting and I'm going to read about them. So this looks like painting with your menstrual blood. I'm not judging it. I have never tried it. I probably won't try it, to be quite honest, but there is some information in here. Offering your blood to the earth. Interesting. Sacred cycle facial. Okay, so giving yourself a facial with menstrual blood. I also have to say I've never done that. I'm not sure I'm there yet in my journey, to be quite honest. I'm not grossed out by it, to be honest. I'm not saying I won't do this, but I haven't done it yet. I'm not feeling called to do this yet, but should you want to do this, there is more information on how to make that a beautiful ritual for yourself. Womb to earth free bleeding. I have heard of this. I'm really not in an area in my neighborhood where I have privacy to do that, so I probably won't be doing that one. Red tent celebration. I do like the idea of just celebrating that time. So that's beautiful. Okay, so we've got our first tarot spread here. This artwork is so beautiful. I really enjoy it. It's so earthy. Triple Goddess Oracle spread. So I would probably use it. I mean, I think you can use it with any tarot or oracle, and we've got positions made in Mother Crone. I would probably try it with the deck. That would be really fun. And then we've got our reflection questions. We've got the monthly moon time spread. Really beautiful. Self-care for your cycle. And again, this doesn't have to be for a menstrual cycle. This could be self-care for whatever moon phase we're currently in, or this could be self-care for whatever like season we're in. So this could be used for anyone. So cycle tracking charts. That's really interesting. I've really never done like a full in-depth chart like that, just because I don't necessarily have the time. I do have an app where I'll like jot things down, but this might be interesting for me to try. So it looks like we have honor your cycle. So cycle, month and year, overall vibe of this cycle, number of days bleeding if you bleed, one word to describe each phase, which is interesting. Flow, describe your flow for the monthly cycle. And again, that doesn't need to be blood flow. That could just be your energetic flow. Moon phase. What phase of the moon? What phase was the moon in on the first day of your cycle? And then bleeding ritual. That would maybe be for a person who bleeds. But again, how could you just honor this cycle of your life? And we've got some journal prompts. Okay, so it looks like this is maybe the journal part. And we have different questions all throughout. So I'm not going to share all the journal prompts because for those of you who are interested, you'll probably want a little bit of a surprise. So we've got the 2022 new and full moon dates. as well as 2023 and 2024. All right, so this is a really lovely book that I'm excited to get into and just kind of like learn more about my own personal menstrual cycle, as well as just kind of living more in tune with that, as well as just taking into account the current moon phase, the season, and just kind of how I can move through that with the most ease. So, and I've been a huge fan of this deck since I got it. So I'd love to know what you all think of this journal and or deck. Let me know in the comments below, and if you felt this video was helpful and maybe you're interested in the journal, you know, definitely give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And you can also find me over on Instagram. My name is @LumeriaStar, and I also have a Patreon, which is all tarot related content and witchy content. So if you want to be part of the coven, feel free to find me over on Patreon with the same name, Lumeria Star. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye, everyone.